Hi, I'm Jack Canfield, author of The Success Principles and co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. And I'm here today at the Author's Success Retreat that I do with Steve Harrison. And I want to introduce you to one of our attendees, Karen Horwitz. Now, Karen is a former award-winning fourth grade teacher who in 1995 transformed her career and became the Change Everything teacher. And she's on a mission to raise an alarm because she believes that administrators have stolen and are stealing education and thus democracy from the public. So Karen, what are a few of the common myths you believe that people have about education?
Well, before I tell you the myths, I want to explain how important they are
Sure.
because the people in power want you to believe them, and so I wrote a book. It's not a gentle book, but it's my authentic voice. It's kind of a cross between Mama Bear and Rambo, who've had enough. So I'm hoping you will too, because what I want to do is I want to make you want to run for school board, no matter your age, or even if you have kids in the school. If you do that in groups of 4 on a Save Democracy platform, so you, not the crooks that are in charge that stole our schools, will hold the power, then you'll know what to do after you read my book. The first myth is people think it's impossible to reform our schools, when the truth is those running our schools are intentionally making it impossible. They like things as they are. The schools are the treasure chests. The second myth is people think it's impossible to fire a teacher. The truth is it costs a lot of money to fire a teacher. So they see the funds as their money. So they're only willing to use it on their political enemies, not on that would be teachers like me, like who speak out, not on bad teachers or even perverts. My partner, who co-founded an organization at endteacherabuse.org that locates other whistleblowers like us, was banished from the classroom without pay for accusing her principal of assaulting her. Meanwhile, at the same district, a 7th grade teacher showed naked pictures of himself to students, and they moved him to another school, telling parents their hands are tied. The newspaper article telling how they had no choice but to move that pervert is at endteacherabuse.org/porno. The most problematic myth to me is people thinking anyone can teach. Anyone can teach, like anyone can paint, but good teachers are like the painters who earn spiritual millions for their work. They're kid whisperers. When you're called to teach, you're unique and valuable. However, because so many parents think anyone can teach, they're oblivious to the tragedy of self-serving administrators pushing these kind of teachers out who used to be our nation's soul. Our schools are what brought our country down. However, people need to read my book to understand this complex, very secreted takeover of our schools. If an angry teacher willing to protect her students and save democracy will annoy you, my book's not for you. This book is for those who want change and those who want to run for office and actually give us change.
Very good. I love how you shared that. That was really
Said
quite.
what?
I love how you shared that. That was quite profoundly impactful. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you for writing your book. Thank you for caring about education, caring about our country, caring about our kids, and caring about good teachers. Having been a teacher, I especially appreciate what you're about. So thanks for joining me, Karen, for these few moments. And for you watching this, here's where you can go to get more information about Karen, the book she's talking about, and her work.